Hi, happy Webtoon Wednesday. Today I'm going to talk about a webtoon called Drug Candy. Now, this one is definitely not for young people. It is a mature webtoon. There is smut in it, which is sex, and there is kind of some violence. There's like some fighting. There are also a lot of cheating and affairs that go on within this book. You mainly follow a male character in this webtoon, which is kind of unusual because I have found that most of maybe it's just the webtoons I read, but most of the webtoons I read you follow female characters. But in this one, you're following the main male character instead. Now, he is an older man. He's like in his 40s. He has a beautiful wife, no children, but he feels very unsatisfied with life and just feels like his marriage is falling apart, that he's not enough, he's not doing well. And he ends up coming across this much younger girl who's in her 20s, who's beautiful, and finds that he is very much attracted to her. Now, in the very first episode, or the very first chapter that you read, you do get to see the affair that they're having, and it starts off with that. But then after that, it kind of goes back in time, and it tells you how they got to that point, because you don't actually start off with them just like jumping straight into an affair like most chapters or most stories. They actually start out on good terms. They kind of like start out as friends, and then they build more and more to it. Just like most people don't in real life, most people don't just jump straight to having an affair. There's usually some sort of disconnect between the husband and wife, whether that's like, for an example, in this one, I believe it's this one, like the husband accidentally gets a stain on the rug or a hole in the rug, and the wife is pissed off because it's an expensive rug that is like one of a kind, and that like kind of triggers him to feel like the rug is more important than him. Or she'll complain about, it's like if you're constantly being nagged, and let's start me saying I don't condone affairs, okay? I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying that if you're constantly getting nagged or given negative treatment in a relationship, you will start to drift apart. I think that's very natural, especially if you don't bring it to the other person's attention and you don't have good communication. Your feelings will start to drift. And that's what this webtoon is saying, is that this couple have been fighting nonstop. They nag each other, they don't get along, they don't do things with each other. That's not like they're working on their relationship. They're just kind of there and together, but they're not trying. And there's just a lot of animosity between them, and it's ruining their relationship. So it actually goes through and it shows how like he loves his wife, but then how just like little by little he feels more appreciated and respected and like wanted by this younger woman, and his wife is just not giving anything towards him. Now, she is not faithful either. Let me throw that out there. It's coming from both of them, both husband and wife. Also, this is more than just an affair kind of thing. Towards the end, there is a bigger plot twist, and there's some psychological stuff that goes into it as well. So if you're thinking it's just like a smut thing or something like that, it does actually get into more of an intense psychological situation, and there is some murder and death. I will also say that the artwork is pretty well done. It's not my favorite, but I think it is pretty good. I would recommend it. I don't think I'll read it again because it's not quite the style or the storyline that really intrigues me, but I would recommend this webtoon. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.